Thought I'd take a walk. Have a look at the countryside round here. Is that a field of... Oh, that's a field over there. He's harvested all this lot anyway. I think that's elephant grass there. Or buffalo grass, whatever you call it. Yeah, talking to the owner at site, and she says that not as busy this year as last year, and they were fairly busy May and June, and then they've been very quiet since. I think most people have gone back to going abroad again, so that's good news, isn't it? So maybe it's gradually reverting back. Yeah, I might have a walk down here. You know what I think? To do this, living in a van for any length of time, I think you've really got to take it easy. If you're young, say you're in your 40s, you'll do it for so long, and you have more energy and you'll move around more. But eventually you'll get to the point where you want to stop. Just stop moving around, searching for somewhere to sleep. And then you'll have to go back to living in a house again. If you're our age, in your 70s, you've not as much energy, you've seen everything, so you tend not to be so bothered about moving around so much, so you could maybe last out longer, you won't wear yourself out. I think me and Pat, we just don't go miles. Mind you, we will be doing when we go back down to Dorset. But every now and again we go a fair distance, but we go for, a month when we do that. And we'll stay a long time in one place, maybe 4 or 5 days or even a week. And then you're not always searching for things. It's that wears you out. Driving does wear you out eventually, and so does constantly looking for places to pitch. So I think you do need to take it easy when you get to our age, me and Pat's age. And I mean, we can't go back to living in a house. And I mean, I wouldn't want to foist myself on our Tracy if I want right, or somewhat up with me. So we're more or less committed to finishing our time on this mortal coil in the van. Or doing what we're doing, toing and froing back to Tracy's. For more than one reason. It's more than just going back for tablets. Like for instance, when we go back this time, we've got to sort Pat's bus pass out, because I can't renew it online, because Pat doesn't have a passport or a driving licence. You can't renew it online, so we've got to go to the bus station in Leeds to renew it. There's always something like that forces you to come back. Apart from doctors, blood tests, and I think I'll turn round here. There's some more of that elephant grass there. Yeah. I just thought I'd come out for a walk and a chat. Okay, see you later. Ta-da. Look, folks, we got some gluten-free. What did they call them, Pat?
Ciabatta rolls.
Ciabatta.
With sourdough.
And gluten-free ciabatta rolls in sourdough. The first time I've had any bread since about April or May, something ridiculous. So right, yeah, beans on toast. Right, so that's all right. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
What's going on here? How are you all doing today?
Fine, we up.
Well, I've actually had a bit of rain this morning.
And last night.
Yeah.
Doesn't look wet though, does it? Don't
Interesting little place, this.
Quiet. Did you open up road this morning? Did it wake you up? No? No, I didn't hear it.
It's not very loud in the road.
No.
You can hear it, but it don't
Bother you.
No. Not loud enough to intrude. What was I gonna say? I think we've got on about the only plot with patch of this lane here where we can get level. You're better off. It's more suited to a caravan, I think, because you can't walk down that road. It's too busy a road. There's no footpath. It's too busy a road to walk down. So you can't walk out of here. I had a walk yesterday, which you've seen. I put that on here. But you can't. I mean, Walkington is only just down the road, but you could easily walk it, but I wouldn't on that road.
Don't like busy roads, do we? That you have to walk on.
No.
It's brightening up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't make up its mind this morning. Tell you what, I'm glad he cleared that field. He got that harvesting in that field.
Yeah, if we'd have been here when he were harvesting that field, it would have been covered in dust. I bet they would. There's little tourers there that looks as though that's people living in a little van round the corner there, tucked away. He'd have got it in the neck.
Right outside, wouldn't they?
They're probably members of family or something.
Yeah, don't know.
So these are all conker trees up here. Somebody said it was like
stately home.
A driveway to a stately home, yeah. Suppose it does look a bit like that.
Yeah, it is just a driveway through trees, really.
Yeah, yeah, strange little sight. Anyway, we're only here for last day today.
Yeah, we're off tomorrow.
Oh, back to Tracy's. We've got to sort out your bus pass because Pat hasn't got a driving licence or a passport. There's no way you can renew the bus pass online without any of those two. So
we have to go to Leeds bus station.
I've got to go to Leeds bus station and do it there. And then we've got to go to doctors to try and get 2 months a double supply of tablets for when we go down to Dorset.
Yeah, they've opened our surgery back up, so I'm hoping it's a bit easier to just go and...
Does anything get easier?
Ask questions.
Everything gets harder, not easier.
Yeah, it does. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it?
The doctor rang me this morning, asked me what I wanted to speak to him about, and I said nothing.
Well, them that asked you if you could have a doctor's chat.
Yeah.
Not you that wanted a doctor's chat with him.
No.
Strange.
I don't know why. They wanted me to... They sent me a text saying I needed to make a doctor's appointment. Just, I don't know why. Neither did they. I didn't get many comments yesterday. Are you all away? Are you all on holiday? No, can't do that, you know. Only us can do that. You've got to be there at the end of your computer.
Yep.
And
he's finished his drawing.
This drawing, pen drawing, is now finished. Finished it yesterday.
And did you sign it?
It is signed.
Oh, good.
And you see my signature there. Now you can buy this original for £150. I'll put a link down in the description if you're interested. But Andy has printed a print of it and he's sending me in a tube. So I don't know what that'll cost, because I need to discuss that with Andy about what cost of printing and postage is, and I'd know what to charge for that.
Print of it.
But I'll sign it. It'll be a signed print, but this is the original. Okay.
Very nice too, dear. It's got all your good points on it. Brickwork, trees, wooden fencing.
It's the it's actually,
what is it?
It's the Gilfach Nature Reserve and Museum in Wales. Now, Ellen and Carl at Roaming in Raymond, they went to the Gilfach Nature Trail, but you parked on the car park down on the main road, didn't you? You ought to have got as far as this museum.
Well, unless they walked up.
I don't think they got up to it. Right. I watched the video.
Oh,
there's that
car going.
Yeah. But it went, you remember when we were on Red Kite? We went there with Graham and Wendy took us there.
Is that the one where we met the little girl and the dad?
Yeah, actually, this building, one half of it, this half of it is a museum, and this half of it was a little cottage. Don't know whether they rent it out or whether the chap that came out there with the little girl lived in it. So we don't know.
I think they lived in it.
Oh. Right.
Oh dear.
I mean, hotels too.
Yeah, stop playing with that thumb.
To add. And I've got a poorly thumb.
He's got a poorly thumb.
I bit it too much.
You've got a cut in it, haven't you?
I made it really
sore.
Tender. It's healing now, but
can't leave it alone because it's rough.
It's been all week. I've had pain with it all week. My own fault.
Yeah.
We've been a sado.
Oh dear.
Well, I didn't put my shorts on this morning, and I wish I had.
I've got mine on.
It's getting warm.
It is getting warm. Well, have you anything else to say, darling?
No.
No?
I was just studying YouTube last night.
All right. What was one studying on YouTube?
Oh, just tutorials. How to use it and get the best out of it.
Right.
I don't know.
And then we watched a programme about poets, didn't we, on TV?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, very good, interesting.
What was the name of that lady that you like? Can you remember?
No, Sid.
Never heard of her. She was
very eccentric. She was 6 foot tall.
And dressed very eccentrically.
She said it were no good dressing normally because she'd look hideous with her being so tall, so she dressed eccentrically.
Her poetry, she did performances of it with sound, accompanying sound, and they were like rap, like the early, the first, maybe the first person ever to do anything that were a bit like rap, the way she delivered it.
Yeah.
Of course, my favourite was Dylan Thomas. Under Milkwood by Dylan Thomas is my favourite poem. I love that poem.
Yeah. There were a couple of others, but my memory, trying to remember people's names when they've just told me once, is hideous. I have to listen to them over and over.
Well, I've never attempted to memorise Dylan because it's too long.
No.
But I have listened to it.
You used to get it out on record, didn't you?
I did. Well, I have a tape, I have a cassette of it, but it was recorded by Richard Burton, who narrated, and then there were actors that played the part of Captain Cat and Polly Garter. And when you open the window to let the sun in, be sure it wipes its feet. I can't remember who the character was, but her husband was henpecked. The pyjamas go in the drawer-marked pyjamas, and he read books on how to poison your wife.
Oh dear.
It was really good, really good poem.
Didn't he do, Richard Burton do War of the Worlds? I liked that one.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Well, sure you have.
War of the Worlds, that was a film, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they did a record of it. On, you know, him talking on it.
Oh, can't say as I know that.
Right.
No, I don't know that.
Gosh, I can't imagine that I listened to it on my own.
Well, I don't know where you've heard it.
Oh, right. I must check that out.
War of the Worlds, Richard Burton.
I think it were him. Yeah. Because he's got a right distinct voice, hasn't he? And it sort of come across right. Good.
Yeah, I liked his narration of Under Milkwood, but when you've heard Dylan Thomas narrate it,
not the same.
Oh, that voice of his.
Anyway, you better do a
letter.
A letter. Because knowing us, we'll waffle away after letter.
And this is from me, no date. We're about halfway through the letters now.
157.
157, yeah. My darling Pat, for that bit of sarcasm, you can do all the ironing when we are married. Ha ha. Which she does anyway.
I do.
I have got rid of the earache, thanks, Pet. The work is a little easier too. I think Paul just wants to sign on the door when he gets out. Right. I know when I got out, I didn't have a shave or cut my hair for a year. I looked dreadful.
You did.
Well, I was going to leave finding a place for us till later, but it was a bloke who said he would ask around for me, and he said the padre could let me know if there was a place vacant next October, right? But I'm going to leave it till later after all. Thanks for adding those extra pages for me. I hope you find the letter. If you don't, your mum owes me £4 because that was what was inside it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
In brackets, I never forgave Pat's mother for stealing the money. I would never cooperate with her until the day she died at the age of 42. I wouldn't. The weather is fabulous over here. I feel sorry for you being inside all day. I can't wait for you to send the pic of yourself outside the house. Andy wants to say a couple of words to you.
Oh my.
So there's, in brackets, there's something that I wrote, or some words, well, maybe an insertion of Andy's in the letter. Hiya, Pat. You may have suspected that I was dead or something by now, as I never did get to write to you. I'm sorry. Imagine me with an angelic smile and sincerity in my eyes, and that's how I look when I apologise. I would like you to do me a favour. Psst, don't tell Trev I asked you this. You see, I have changed my hairstyle to a beetle cut, and Trev wants me to change back to the original style. So would you tell him to get off my back?
Oh.
I believe he told you about my latest flame, a girl called Ingrid. Well, I finished with her, and now I'm after a lass called Angie. Angelica.
Oh.
My mates, bums as far as I feel, when I compare them with Trev, tell me she is chasing me in an abstract sort of way. She's quite nice, but like me, she likes lots of fun, and she may be hard to hold if I get her, that is. I have some photos of her, and I'll put one in so you can see what she looks like. Me and Trev had a bit of a barney together the other night, as Trev thought we were slowly drifting apart, and I suspected the same, but we sorted it all out. We figured it was just the strangeness of being pals again after Trev being in England for so long. Anyway, love, take care of yourself till I get a chance to meet you. Something I'm looking forward to, which will be soon, I hope. Good night, your devoted friend, Andy. Anyway, pet, I'll sign off for now, so take care, won't you, love? I'll write to you on Sunday. All my fondest love, Trev.
Ah. That's the end of that one.
Yeah, I suppose I were in Blighty for a long time, and he'll have started knocking about with other blokes. And, yeah. And also, when I went on tanks in 4 Troop, Andy remained on MT. So we were no longer in the same troop. Working together. Andy became a crane driver, and that's actually what he did in Civvy Street.
Yeah, when he got out.
When he got out.
Crane driving.
Yeah.
I remember.
Quite a well paid job, I reckon.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So he got trained in army to do something he did in Civvy Street.
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah. One of the few jobs that you could do. Well, the Remy. You know, if you were in Remy, all that had come in handy when you came out, I suppose. You know, auto engineer or an electrical engineer. Royal Engineers, I mean, building bridges and bomb disposal and
Wasn't catered for outside, was it, love?
no, especially armoured and driving tanks.
He ended up doing what you always wanted to do, driving lorries.
Yeah, long distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even that frustrated you.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
He always wanted to be a lorry driver.
I know. I had a kind of rose-coloured image of it, you know, after watching Cannonball on telly. I don't know whether are old enough. You would be old enough.
Some of you.
A lot of people on here are as old as, well, maybe not quite as old as us. Aidan is. He remember Cannonball. Broderick Crawford.
Yeah.
That was the guy's name, the actor.
Yeah.
Who played it.
Good.
Cannonball. I used to like Little Estobo as well. And that was travelling. Travelling, the world is my friend.
They used to do it in German, you know. I used to watch it on German TV.
Das kleine Vagabond, they called it.
Yeah.
In German. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love that programme. A little dog wandering. He didn't have a home. He just wandered, and then he latched onto somebody and did a good turn for him, and then moved on. You know, like these cowboy films.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where he rides off into the distance on his horse. Corny, innit?
Yeah. Or like the fugitive, the doctor.
Yeah.
That was supposedly killed his wife. And
looking for the man with
one arm.
One arm, or it.
Yeah, and he always did some good for somebody on way.
Yeah, and then moved on.
Yeah.
Because they were after him. Anyway, 21 minutes and there's
told you we'd waffle
another
again
bit
after.
of film, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You can't stop us, can you?
No.
Okay, well, we won't be a usual video tomorrow because we're moving again. So when we get back to Tracy's, I'll give you an update.
Fill you in.
Okie dokie. See you later. Bye.
Bye.